back to Nemesis. Nemesis was an iconic bad guy.
100%.
Like he was like in PlayStation's history of bad guys and villains, he must be there.
I would think so. Yeah. I would definitely think so, because in the OG game, we'll talk about my...
Nemesis is the one with the big arm and the big eye. No,
not a big eye.
Just the big arm and the
face. On the cover.
And the burnt face.
Yeah, he's like basically just this patched together weird monstrosity with a...
He's like Bane and Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's a good...
a very good way of looking at it.
So, yeah, I mean, in the original game, he's just this presence that you feel following you all the time. And then every now and then he'll jump through a window or he'll shoot through a door and then just start chasing you. And you can't
kill him, so he chases you throughout the whole game.
You can stop him. You can like, if you have a powerful gun, you can knock him out pretty much and then run away. And then you just know he's going to come back. So that's what made that game super scary as well, because it could happen any time now that he just busts through this door, and it makes you even more scared to go through the next door because he could be there and the zombies, and he could run, and he had a bazooka, he could shoot at you.
Again, that's the one thing I also never understood is like, you're so big, why you have a bazooka also? Like it doesn't, like it's too much powers. They were meant to nerf you before we got to the game.
No, they were like, we're going all in with this. But like you were saying, the craziest part.
Does he ever come back? Like, do they have recurring characters? Like I know Leon, but like,
is he like MCU?
No.
Yeah, do they have like
not enemies?
No, not enemies. So he in the game is designed to kill the members of Stars, who were like the team from the first game. So in RE3, you play as one of the remaining members of Stars.
Stars is a boring name.
Yeah,
it's like a cheesy thing. Let's go after the stars. No, guys.
So he's basically sent
Who do you play? What's the name?
You play as Jill Valentine in that one. And so he's basically just sent to like hunt the remaining members who know everything about that. And what made it dope was what made it cack scary was like you were saying, he could appear in random encounters, which for PS1, you go, that's like unheard of. You would just like rock up and you're like, oh shit. Like there were set pieces, but like also random encounters. But they did make it worthwhile. So you get like rare items if you did knock him out, and you get like better weapons. But
it makes it easier throughout the game. But
so you have to, but you have to fight him in that moment, which makes it harder.
I saw the trailer for the new Inside Out. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
And then they introduce new characters into the brain. One of them is anxiety. And I feel like this game is the game that introduces anxiety to your world.
100%.
Oh, yes.
It just makes you start worrying as a child. You're like, oh shit, things outside of my control can happen to me. Yep, we're going to die today.
How many remakes are there of 3?
1.
Just one.
4? Which one? PS4? Or?
Yeah, PS4.
And 5. It's like for the current and last generation.
So they've only made a remake of one of each of them. Well, almost each of them once, like the original 3. Well, 4.
So
like once, which is kind of funny because the original remake of 1 came out on GameCube, which was like in 2001 or 2.
I think it was 2.
And they haven't remade it, which is like,
yeah, they're sitting on gold property.
Wait, let's talk about the remakes later after we talk about the OGs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just quickly, we spoke about there's no recurring enemies. There's one. Sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Albert Wesker. He's the recurring
villain,
big bad throughout the whole series. He doesn't appear in every game,
but he exists in the universe of.
He's kind of the one pulling like all the strings. So in the first game, the surprise is like he's with your team. He's like your team leader basically, and then you discover, oh, he's the villain, and that was actually like quite a plot twist because you're like, oh, great, it's one of ours. Like now I must go fight him.
It's basically an episode of Law and Order with zombies.
He's the evil resident.
And as it goes along, he basically becomes almost like more supernatural because he infects himself more and more with the virus.
Yeah.
So he can literally dodge bullets. He's quite crazy.
Yeah. So he's in 1.
He's not in 2.
He's not in 3 either.
Yeah.
And then he appears in 4 in the DLC of 4 with Ada. So then you can see that he's pulling strings in the background of 4 as well.
He's in Code Veronica
in Code Veronica. And then we'll get to the next game, which he also plays a big role in.